Hello guys, Paula here to come and do a flip through of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer book. And it's done in blues and golds and silver and red. So I want to show you up close. It's got a hitch post. It's got two colors of ribbon on the outside. That is the outside. So now, let me open it up and we'll go, I tied it. I tried something different here on the side with this gold ribbon and I really like the way it looks. Plus I'm going to include a band for the hitch post as well. So if you don't like the ribbon, whoever ends up with it can have a band. Alright, I'll show you the beads. It's got red beads, because I did add that touch of red because of his red nose. Okay, so it's two signatures. And it has a library pocket here. It says this book belongs to. And silhouette of Santa, which is really cool. And of course I'm adding my card in here for you in case you need to be in touch with me. Okay, now this paper is all pretty much in the blues. There, you know, it has tabs on every, almost every, about 20 pages in the book. So, I did that instead of lace because it just looked better with this book. We've got some vellum, the start of Rudolph. And, I'm looking here to see, this was from it was copyrighted. I'm looking, it's got two different dates. And it doesn't really just come out and spell it. It was copyrighted 1949. But it was reprinted in 1976 and 85. I think old Rudolph's pretty popular. I have some blue paper. Actually, many different colors of papers. This is a clip with a pocket. Has a reindeer on it. You'll see reindeer. You'll see elk in some of the paper. Outdoor animals. I found this paper when I was at the retreat and I really loved it. So we had a pocket with trees and some music. Vintage music sheet with inked with blue. Here is an events menu and Christmas list planner, wish list with Rudolph there on the front, and a to-do list. Now there's also a tag here in the back with a Rudolph. I added this in because I've had people tell me they like it in their December dailies. So it's pretty simple, but here's some more of the story. Side pocket with a postcard with Rudolph. Some beautiful forest trees. Vintage music sheet. Some gray paper. Some lined paper. Some trees. Now, I believe these trees have a little bit of cardinals in them. And some grid paper and stripe paper. This paper is in here because I wanted to add a touch of red, but also there was a deer in the right hand corner I wanted to incorporate in the book. Tea stained paper, trees and snowflake hearts. Side pocket here with a journaling card, has a touch of red and it's inked with silver. Here's a planning sheet, the story, some more old printer paper that's been tea stained. How to draw a reindeer in a children's Christmas book. It's really cute. Fold out. Here I have some tea stained paper. Deer in the woods. Some gold and silver deer. This is what made me decide to do silver and gold in the book. And I really like the way it turned out. Side pocket with a journaling card. Joy, love, peace, believe, Christmas. It's really cute. A vintage dictionary sheet. The other half is further in the book. This is a kind of like a Where's Waldo book, only it's Where's Santa. And there's some reindeer here, so I included that. This is the deer that I was talking about from the paper with the poinsettia. I backed it with music sheet, zigzagged around the picture. I just thought he was so cute. I'm going to bring him up for you to look at. Really, really cute reindeer. Just lacking his little red nose. And I made a pocket. Now this is a vintage kitchen Christmas towel that I found in an antique mall where someone had stitched him. And he does have a red nose and antlers and so forth. And so I just kind of put a design on, zigzag, or stitched him on. I didn't actually zigzag him, and then put some red ribbon. That is a really cool little, it's a one of a kind because I couldn't find any more. Now here is, we did this on video. I showed you how to do the envelope on video, I believe, in yesterday's video. But this is an envelope that has been bound into the book, and with a little scene with Rudolph and Santa and an elf. And I used old vintage doily for the tree. Tied your signatures here. Covered the flaps with music, vintage music. And there you go. And I just clipped it. And on the other side it says, Dear Santa. Really love the way these look in the journals. This paper that is in the center of this signature is really pretty too. Has trees and snowflakes and elk, and it's just really cool. Here is another children's book from Where's Santa. A vintage dictionary sheet. There's the reindeer. Now here is a cross belly band that I clipped in. It has a reindeer. It says Joy and Love, Merry Christmas. And it has a silver background, and the deer is gold. And I'm going to kind of slide him over to the right, and I like to clip them in because I don't want them falling out of the book. And I just think it looks better. And here's some more of the children's book. After you draw the reindeer, you learn to draw the tree. Tea stain paper. Some more of Rudolph story. Here's a side pocket that says Merry Everything with a reindeer. All of these, if they're not white on the back, they will have journaling tea stained paper on the back. There's some more of the planning sheet. Side tuck. Silver Christmas trees. Just love those. I got those at my retreat this weekend. All the silver and gold journaling cards. I loved them. Here is the snowflake tree and heart paper. Here's a flip to hide any journaling you might want to hide. This is the fabric that I bound the book with. Some gold lace. An old vintage doily. And there is a safety pin. I don't know if you can see it there. Have to get kind of close. It has red and blue beads. And there's a couple of those in the book. And some lined paper. Here's a tree with some cardinals in it. Lined paper, gray paper, some old vintage music sheet. Here's a double pocket. So you have the tag in the back. Has an elk. Gold, shiny paper and shiny ribbon for the back pocket there. And then you have a little pocket in the front that has this other journaling card. Let me get this one back in. I went in at an angle and it didn't go quite back in like it should. 'Tis the season to be jolly. It's on both sides, and so you can turn it either way. Okay, now here's that forest paper with the reindeer kind of jumping every now and then. Rudolph story. Here's some more journaling cards in a pocket. I love this little guy, isn't he cute? Hope you can see it okay. He's got all the Christmas lights twisted up in his antlers. I made that journaling card there. This is a pocket of trees in the forest with a vintage music strip across the top. and it says Wonderland. And you journal on the back. And I did ink with distressed ink, faded jeans. And here is the blue lined paper, tea stain paper, Rudolph. And here's the side pocket again. And I did a double flip out. I believe we did this on video. And I did lace pockets on each side and made little tags with a snowflake and gold ribbon. Put in a stack of paper and punched out a Christmas tree. Put it on some vintage music sheet. And I just folded it in on both sides. You could fold it like this, but I didn't want it to be so bulky in the book. So that's the reason I didn't. But I love the way it turned out. Vellum, some burlap looking grayish blue. Here's the second signature. Some vellum and the story again. With a very relaxed elf. Tea stain paper. It's a lot of the same. The second signature has a lot of the same things. They're all put in different orders and different cards. And I love this gold deer. That's so cool. There's your story again. Half of the story is in the first signature. The second half is in the second signature. Here is a tag with a reindeer. See if you can see him. The light is kind of glaring a little bit. Vintage music sheet. Here is a belly band with a vintage file card. That it's got Santa and Rudolph on it. It says Santa Claus is coming to town. Ho, ho, ho. And that's the truth. I hope you're ready. Okay, here's some grid paper. Now here on this side is a bag, a white bag with a vintage Season's Greeting card that I happened to just buy when I was on my trip to Cleveland. Very old. It doesn't have the date in it, but it does. It is yellowing. You can tell they still have the price tag on the back. So I'm going to take that off real quick. I will say this is the only place I've ever shopped where they were so expensive. But the guy was proud of all his stuff. And I don't blame him. He had tons of Christmas decorations that were super old. I mean, it was as big as... that section was probably the size of a Come and Go or QT or something. But anyway, inside this bag is my design team project that I made with you guys yesterday, or I don't remember if it was yesterday's video or the day before. I just kind of tied it with some twine. But you've seen this. But if you haven't, here it is. It's a white deer with white sparkly ribbon, red and white sparkly ribbon with snow white cheesecloth. And it's a tag. And so I hung it on a little snowflake. So when you flip it out, it's a trifold tag. And so has a lot of sections to it. You can get these on Love Junk Journals and Tracy's website and on Etsy. Here is a tag. And I use journaling cards. I've been wanting to use these red and silver cards. And has pockets. Has a belly band. This belly band is got 3 different layers, counting the tinsel. And each of the little envelopes have a deer and a little red Christmas tree. And inside is a little card that says celebrate on this one. But each one of them have a different sentiment. And so this is a side pocket here where you can bring it out. And here's a little book with some journaling pages. So cute. Tracy's very creative. So you need to go check her out on Etsy. Love Junk Journals. Okay, now on the very back here is a pocket and 2 small tags. I just stacked them inside each other. And you have a gingerbread girl. And you have a little Christmas tree. And these are the small tags. Now she also does include a long pocket with this kit. So this is the blank trifold kit, but she has other trifold kits you can also purchase, and very reasonable. So I just tied it. I wanted it to go into the bag, and so I just decided to tie it with some twine, red and white twine, and keep it closed that way. You can use these for Christmas cards, you know. You can purchase them and then print them and make as many as you want. It's such a good value. Anyway, so if you have the time to do that, you could do it for special friends. Then whenever you're finished with looking at your goodies inside your bag, you can flip your bag over and do some private journaling right there. And I'm trying to figure out why there's a little bit of blue here. I think there must be something on this card that is kind of rubbing off over here, but it kind of looks cool actually. I'll stick it down inside the pocket. Maybe that'll do better. Here's another side tuck with a deer laughing all the way. That is the truth. We're laughing all the way to the bank after Christmas. I know that. That's funny. I think that's funny, you guys. Okay, and here's some more journaling paper. Printer, tea stained paper. Here is it up on the housetop music sheet with Rudolph. It has a little stars, so it was a piano book, so it was vintage. There's a fold-out sheet here. This is a really cute little book. Here is reindeer hoofs, and it looks like some birds. Here's some nature, foxes and deer and birds and owls and rabbits and elks. And here is another one of the little reindeer. And I just did a side tuck with this one instead of a pocket, and did a little envelope, which has a journaling card inside. And then on the, let me get it back in here so I can close it. And then on the outside it has the Snow White cheesecloth, a little bag that says, "Oh dear, isn't he cute?" And then an alpha card with an R for reindeer. So I thought he turned out really cute. Okay, so I'm going to put him back in here like this. Just kind of leave him sticking out a little bit and clip him on so he doesn't fall out. There's the center of your last signature with the red beads, fabric tabs. Some more vintage papers. Vintage music sheets. Continuation of your story. And here is a side pocket. Look at this little Rudolph. Isn't he cute with the big red nose? He's stuffed, made out of muslin. And here's some cute little gold winter trees. But look at the little beads I put up in on his head. Blue and red beads. And he's kind of peeking out right there. I thought that he was really cute. And here's some plaid that says Merry Christmas that you can journal on. Has a lot of journaling space in it, guys. So you won't be lacking that. And I just, in the second pocket, I just put a little heart, silver heart card. And a little dimensional ornament right there on the front, which I thought looked cute with that red plaid. Here's a side tuck with a tag with gold snowflakes, red background, some vintage pages, side tuck, says Merry Christmas, and I put a button on there of Rudolph. Santa seeing who is good boys and girls in the story. You can tell this is some old illustrations, but are really cool. Here's another side pocket with some reindeer, and another journaling card that's gold. Let me see if you can see the little gold reindeer with the red nose. He's glittery. Super cute, super cute. If you liked Rudolph, you would love this book. Now here is Santa on this tag with some gold lace. More papers. Plenty of journaling space. There's Rudolph at the end of the book. And here he is going off to deliver toys to boys and girls. And here's the last side pocket with a deer and a postcard. And he is actually helping Santa carry presents, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then some more vellum and the last page in the book. I hope you liked the book. It also is going to have a charm on it, a little reindeer charm. I haven't got it put on there yet, but I just want to show it to you. All right, guys. Now, this book will be in my Etsy shop within 24 hours. So if you're interested, go there to find it. I had forgotten to tell you guys when I did my last design team project that I was going to put the book that I did in my design team in my Etsy shop also. So you can look for that in there. It's the one with all the tags. You can go back and find that video. It's probably, I'll see if I can link it. Link the video for this one. It's the one with buttons and tags and pockets and embellishments on the 3-ring binder. It's a big book. It is 9 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's a good sized book and it's really cool. It's very different. So go check it out and I'll link the video below. All right, guys, thank you. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Go check out the book, Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, in my Etsy shop. And check out the last month's design team project. We got to get past Christmas eventually, right? All right, I'm doing one more book, but it will be a winter book. So it might have snowman, but it's going to be winter themed, but would pass for a Christmas book as well. All right, guys, thank you. There's also the Poinsettia book is still in my shop. Just look for that if you're in need of a December daily. All right, guys, thank you. Bye-bye.